Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist news in focus.
Hello, it's great to have your company this week. I'm Dannielle Synot. In eastern Ukraine, an Adventist pastor was abducted at gunpoint during a church service in what appears to be a religiously motivated attack. According to the Adventist Review, Pastor Sergei Litovchenko was serving communion when the unidentified men entered the church and demanded he accompany them. The men said the region was an Orthodox land and that there was no room for other Christian groups. In the recent past, pro-Russian separatists have detained members of other Protestant churches, but have always released them fairly quickly. Pastor Litovchenko's whereabouts are still unknown. The robust debate over women's ordination is continuing in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, with a number of theologians and pastors publicly releasing an 8-page document. The paper upholds the doctrine of headship, including male headship in the home and church. The document seeks to biblically refute, point by point, a statement recently released by the theological faculty of Andrews University in Michigan, USA, that pointed to Christ as the only head of the church. World church leaders are currently gathered for their annual council in the United States to discuss the issue and prepare an agenda for the General Conference Worldwide Constituency meeting to be held in July 2015. There's no doubt that organising international church conferences is an expensive business, and observers sometimes question whether such events are a responsible use of finances. The obvious solution is to link the conference delegates online, something that is becoming increasingly possible as internet availability and quality improves. But how much cheaper is this option really? About $1 million cheaper, according to a recent experience of the Adventist Church's world headquarters in Maryland, USA. They recently organised an online stewardship conference involving about 10,000 people from 83 countries. Cost around $20,000 US. Organisers say a face-to-face conference, including air travel, accommodation, meals and a large conference centre, would have cost more than $1.1 million. After the startling success of evangelistic meetings in Vanuatu, where more than 2,000 people were baptised, the new converts are already seeing changes in their lives. For example, 134 couples were married in just one day. Many of the couples had already been living together before making their new commitment to Jesus, and they wanted to make their relationships right before God. 13 Adventist churches in the town of Efate helped to organise and host the weddings in an expression of support for the couples, many who would not have been able to afford to get married otherwise. There's more news in this week's full half-hour edition of Record in Focus, as well as these special features. The View from Canberra, Politics in Focus.
A free conscience is the very definition of a free society, and so your faith is part of your conscience, the way you're compelled to speak is part of your conscience, so they're vitally important.
What does the medical research say about a vegetarian diet?
After decades of talking and medicating people with high blood pressure, they've now found, okay, just change your lifestyle a bit and have more vegetables.
And what would drive Ash Barker to spend 12 years living in a Bangkok slum with his wife and children?
The short answer is a sense of call, that after what Jesus has done for us, we want to go and follow and join and participate what's on God's heart.
Record in Focus plays every week on Hope Channel, Foxtel's Australian Christian channel, and free-to-air in Adelaide on Digital 44. And of course, if none of those options work for you, you can still catch any segment of the program at our website, record.net.au. Now, InFocus is also available at the brand new Hope Channel website, which is offering all kinds of new videos on demand. It's well worth a look. Check it out at hopechannel.com. Hey, thanks for your company. I'll see you next time on InFocus Adventist News. God bless.